What is going on, guys? It is Dododox here, and welcome back to the Skaven campaign for Total War, Warhammer 3. Here we go, guys. This is crunch time in terms of this, well, this war. Campaign is nowhere near ending, but, well, we are in a great position, but we obviously have used a lot of resources on, you know, getting our armies back, and, well, there's a lot of armies that have been made and are, well, still being made. But, you know, over here, for example, there's an army here. We got an army here of rat ogres. There's a lot going on. Not only that, we've actually reinforced over here, and this army is back. I mean, it's not the greatest army in the world over here. But then, let's look to the other side, you know, in the High Elf region. We got an army here, and we've just retaken Lothian as well. So, we are in a fantastic position moving into this final part of destruction. Well, I wouldn't say final part, but, you know, good enough part. We keep scouting around here. We're going to keep moving over and see what else we can see, and seeing how undefended Landmass territory is. There's two ways we could look at this. We are now at war with the Dreaded Fleet again, so we're probably going to want to just push our way through. I want to go where my army actually is. There's ruins in the way here, so it makes more sense to do this. We're also going to finally take out the Gallon's Graveyard, because I feel like we need to get rid of those elves, so they're not in my back way. And then everything should be okay on that front then, I would say. But anyway, let's get into today's episode where... So I've read some of you guys' comments, and you're not a big fan of the Storm Vermin army with the artillery. And I feel like people got a little bit annoyed at that, but I honestly don't know what to think anymore, because sometimes the range bug doesn't happen, and then other times it does, and it's just a nightmare. So I'm just going to build a mixture of everything, hence the monstrous infantry army, and the, you know, lots of catapults and Skaven slaves. But yeah, it is actually our turn to go. We got a lot of fights we could do here, and I'm thinking we do attack these Dark Elf armies. These guys are no longer at war with us, so we can move in. So attack with this army, and I think we win this personally, but we'll see. So it's saying close to feet, so maybe we need to. Right, okay, well we can't seem to use any form of lightning strike here, which isn't great. So what I'm gonna do is just click the retreat button real quick and check if the second army has lightning strike. We in fact ambushed it, so I mean that's great. So we're actually going to lightning strike because I don't want that army to participate, and we can just do that. There you go, we killed that army off, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And now Malekith is on his own, and we can annihilate him as well. Okay, well we're going to have to fight this because it looks like, even with my superior numbers, he still beats me. Unacceptable, I guess. There are dragons, there are reducers. There's lots of shit here. The first army ain't great. It's a bunch of slaves. So, yeah, I can guess where you're going with there. That we're probably going to need the second army to come in. There's a lot of horses, which make it feel like there could be no hope for the catapults to actually do anything off. But the snipers might be able to do something. Let's see anyway. Let's do the old quick save, because you don't know when this game's going to crash. And then we can fight the battle. Right, so we're facing Malekith and his merrily army of horsemen. Probably don't want to fight in the open field here a little bit. Want to wait for the reinforcements to arrive. So this is a pretty shit map, I'm not going to lie. There's no real place to put our army where it won't get slaughtered. I guess we could try the corner with the catapults. Maybe we could shoot upwards, probably get them in the corner a little bit. And then maybe just get the slaves to stop them advancing. It really doesn't matter if these guys die or not. Just make sure that they can slow down any approach that's coming. And then snipers are going to have to stay put over here, because they're not really going to do much, like, around the corners and stuff, because It just won't work. So yeah, we'll do that. The Hell Pit is our only really decent front line. They might just wait for me, and if that happens, that's good. But we don't really know what we're going to expect straight away here. What I do need to do though is get the catapults more straight lined over here, so they can do some more better shooting. But we'll wait on our monstrous infantry because they're going to be very much key here. I have noticed that my budget armies do appear to be against the Dark Elves now, and my main armies do appear to be against the Dreaded Fleet and the Slaanesh unit rulers. So it is quite interesting to see how the Dark Elves aren't as big a threat as they were earlier on in the campaign. Right, so they are charging me. I expected them to at least charge me, so let's just get everything in position. 1 minute on the reinforcements. There is a lot of catapults, by the way. Not catapults, cavalry. So we're going to want to spread out. Not get flanked. If they use their magic on my slaves, that is great. Let's reveal where they are with a menace below. Our slaves are not meant to live. They are meant to die. They are cheap for a reason. Yes, they can even be friendly fired at. And the snipers are doing some good work there, so it looks like range is not a problem, which is nice to see. It's also good giving breathing room to your range. That's why I've gave my catapults and snipers some nice breathing room, so they can just shoot when the enemy do come at me. Going to do a little bit... Hold on. Gonna make my assassin a little bit more scarce. Hell Pit's probably gonna die here. They're gonna try and go through this gap here. Let's stop them. It's not gonna last long. They will get in. We need to hurry up. Hell Pit's under attack. Not ideal. Yeah, they're already charging in all their shit. Menace below that. But the catapults have done a lot of damage with their focused fire there. We just wanted to hold them up for as long as possible. Reinforcements arrive in 14 seconds. Going to pull back 2 of the snipers. One of them is going to have to stay in combat, annoyingly. But let's at least get 2 back. Catapult's doing a lot of work here. Reinforcements finally arrive. Get on those catapults. Get on everything. That's it. Here they come. Everything. It's best the monsters do better when they're clumped. So make sure they're all like fighting one thing. And they will just decimate everything. Keep an eye on my leader. I'm expecting all my catapults to die, my snipers to die. This is going to be a little bit of a problem. Right, ogres are here now. Avoid their spears if you can and focus mainly on killing their cav. He's a little clump. The Hell Pit is caught. Catapults still fire. That's fine. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a different thing this episode. There's going to be some gameplay and some cinematic battles. I want to see how this will do. Stay away from the spears. Stay away from the spears. Kill all of the horsemen, though. The Cold One Riders is a problem, and Malekith himself. He's going to be a real issue. What did I say? Stay away from the spears. Go up this hill.
Back underground.
I really need to find out the perfect Skaven army. I still haven't managed to sort that out. Right, all on the Medusa. Kill the Medusa. All my catapults have almost been killed here. In hindsight, I probably should have healed up first. It's fine. We're on the Medusa. We're going to kill him. They take a lot of micro, these monsters. Hey, we got some spare slaves that have come back. Remember, all my slaves will come back if they haven't run off. That's something that will happen. You know, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have attacked this army. I think I regret attacking it. It was just a bad map. Not really a good place I could set up my catapults anywhere. It's all just a bit shit, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to lose this. I'm going to just retreat while I have the chance, and we'll call it there. That wasn't great. Not a great way to start this episode. No. But, yeah, it killed a few of my slaves, got a few of everything down. Not ideal. We need a better solution here, really. This went terrible. But yeah, I think we may have fucked up a bit there. So let's just head back to the back home.
Warlock, master of Scrya.
Get the monsters to heal up.
Feel my power.
We did kill one of their armies anyway. And we do need to work on more armies as well. Let's actually see what we have available. What the hell is going on here anyway? Right, so we got a weird army here. Oh yeah, so this army's being made, and this one will be decent. It's got storm vermin in it, it's got mortars, it's got hell pits, and it's got snipers. So it's got a pretty decent all-round force there. What else have we got? Well, let's carry on doing what we're doing over here as well. Prepare our attacks. We've got 2 armies in the making over here, and I think... Oh no, we're still waiting on moving these guys into position there on their merrily way. Did we do any more movement this turn? Oh yeah, we were doing everything inside Lothian to get more and more money, because for some reason we are generating 67,000, but we are army upkeep of 58,000, so it's not surprising there. We've got a lot of armies. Our economy is booming though, and we just need to keep going. I do apologize if I sound a bit weird. I've got a bit of a cold. It's a nightmare. I don't know what to do about it. This army's almost ready though. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a very different type of army. It's gonna be stealthy, should we say? It's a word I'd go for. There's also making an army here, plague monks, going for a bit of a plague monk spam. I don't really know if it's gonna work out or not. We'll have to see. All I know is I feel like I may have done a little bit of a disastrous move there. I kind of may have fucked up the war in the north here. There's going to be reinforcements needed in the north now because we are going to lose a lot. We are rebuilding here. That we're done soon. Now, this was the army in question you were going on about that was terrible, wasn't it? I think. Was it this army? Because it had no weapons teams or something like that. Was that the case? Let me get rid of the plague monks a second then. And I'll add some weapons teams in then. Okay, I will add some rattling gunners in. We'll change it up a bit. We'll get some rattling gunners in there. Actually, we should probably put some catapults in there as well. I've just realised we have no catapults in this army. Don't think we recruited catapults for this army, though. Well, they're not healing. There's something going on with their healing again. I think I've been attacked by many enemy lords again, which is really unbelievably annoying. But, yeah, there's a lot around, just chilling around, trying to stop my replenishment, it seems. Anyway, I think we've done everything this turn. We can't really do anything else. Let's just prepare ourselves for what is coming. Probably a big fight ahead. Let's end the turn. The AI are not going to roll over. I've played too many very hard campaigns to tell you right now that this is going to get tougher, not easier. Yeah, here you go. I knew this was going to happen. Right, the only difference is this time I have the monster army on the field first, which means, and we have a garrison as well, which means we can literally run them around until my reinforcements arrive, which is a lot better than before. As I'm going to have to micro this so much intensified, I'm not going to be speaking as much, so this one will be cinematic. Alright guys, let's get into it. I'm not restarting. Hello, you join me here. Well, because I forgot to record, and yeah, basically it's an absolute ridiculous battle. We got mole rats. I keep saying mole rats, rat ogres, brood horrors, and a bunch of Stormvermin attacking a lot of cavalry. It's all a bit of a mosh pit there, but I am breathing whatever that is on them. I'm not really too sure what it is. It's a good job I noticed that I wasn't recording because not much had happened. I was sort of just running the enemy around with my brood horrors until my reinforcements arrived. And then once my reinforcements arrived, they came here and set up, and they came out of here. Still have some recruitment to come on as well. And my snipers are trying to, you know, shoot for a very thick bush. Don't think that's going to work out, to be honest. But all in all, we're just outnumbering them with our superior numbers. And we're just surrounding them with whatever rats we had. Clan rats, storm vermin, anything really. The only issue we are having is their dragons just will not die. And they're using a lot of magic on my rats. So a lot are starting to run. And Malekith is a big beast, and we need the monstrous imagery to really focus him if we're going to have a chance here. It looks like I've got my brood horrors in position, finally attacking Malekith now, which is decent. His health bar is starting to drop now. Give you a wider picture of what's going on. They're running now a little bit more, but I do outnumber them quite a bit. As you can see, they only had 903 to start with anyway. So now it's all about just watching Malekith fight a bunch of rats. Because he is getting very much alone now. Most of his army has retreated. There's a few spears left, I would say. That's about it. Everything else is green, which is rats. So, is it time to maybe run, Malekith? You will be able to run if I don't get any spearmen on him. But if we lock him down, he won't be able to run. That's what we've got to do here. We've got to lock him down. They still have a Medusa alive. Didn't even notice him. Using all sorts of spells. Freezing my troops. But as you can see, there's a lot of rats here. It is just Malekith alone now. He is surrounded, but not by the right storm merman. He could escape whenever he liked. I need to get some spears on him. He's got a lot of HP though, as you can see. He's going for my leader. Very low. Oh, crap. Did he just kill my leader? I think he might have done. But he's running now. Lost penalty has been achieved. And now we just got to keep him trapped here. Keep slapping this dragon and he will eventually fall. Thing is, though, there's no storm vermin with Hellbird. So he is going to be able to escape here. As you'll see as I skip it on, he just gets up and flies away. There he goes. But victory nonetheless. This would have gone a bit of a disaster if I maybe have auto-resolved it. I would have lost a lot more. So, very decent after all. Alrighty. Theric victory. Let's get some nice cash there. Lovely. So we did lose a minute Ryoga. That's annoying. Yeah, so we need to rethink our armies a little bit. But that was a bit messy. Very scrappy. I couldn't really see what I was doing because it was so fucking dark. And there was trees everywhere. We seem to be such a tree area with so many trees at the moment. It's really annoying, actually. This is why I'm going for more monstrous melee armies, because playing with range and trees is just never going to be fun. It's going to be fucking hell. So, do you see why I'm building the melee armies? If I'm in bloody trees all the time, it makes sense to build melee armies. You got to play for the conditions as well as just the... You know what I've noticed, guys, a lot with players. They go with like these idea that yeah, this is the best army. Yes, it is, right? Don't get me wrong. Weapons team, all that shit that you're talking about, best army ever. Understandable when it's a flat surface. when there's not trees around, when it's you have to adapt to the conditions. If we were out in the desert, perfect, that army. If we're out in the plains, perfect. But for in the situation that we're in, very, 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 very tree infested, it's different story altogether. You've got to go with the do we even need growth? We seem okay on growth, to be honest. We don't need money though. Really don't need that much money. Upkeep for Plague Lord catapults. Give it to the Lord. Yeah, I'd go with that one. And then maybe that one. Yeah, that'll go. Oh god, we got a lot here. Right. Okay, so that's pretty decent. Good battle. Good battle, I'd say. Right, anyway. It's our turn now. So let's strike on the enemy. And we'll start by attacking Averheim. Averfair, should I say. Probably won't fight any of these battles as they are very one-sided, but unless I lose troops, and then I have to fucking... Yeah, for this one, very nice, easy auto-resolve. Let's get it done. And we have so much food, it'd be dumb not to go level 3 every single time now. It is a shame that it's all red, this region, but I kind of have to just go with what I've got here, and we just need to keep pushing through. Make sure garrisons are ready. We did just take the tower Elise, didn't we? Do we want to probably... Yeah, we'll probably catch... Right, there's a Slanesh army there. This is definitely not over here. Skrolk is going to be changing his focus, and he's going to be heading for the city of Lothian. What we'll do is we'll swap them around. He go there. Let's get Skrolk inside Lothian, because we are going to have to fight against another Slanesh army that is inbound. Also, let's not forget about this army. Okay, it looks like the elves have clocked on to what I'm doing. Should we just get over as quick as possible? I don't really... we can get out the attrition this turn anyway. As it's owned by the elves, I'm not expecting much attrition in Galen's Graveyard. There's no vamp corruption anymore, so it should be pretty easy to get through. The reason we're taking so much attrition here is because of Slanesh corruption. We need to, like, get rid of Slanesh corruption completely, and that's what we're trying to do. Because once you get rid of the corruption, you can actually stand in your regions without any problems. Let's do any garrison upgrades that are near enemy. Very important. Right, so an army's here. I don't know how it's got here. Moonshard, garrison-wise, very defended, which should be okay. There's a lot of fucking lords here. What is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are they all fucking my replenishment up? I think they are. Encampment stands would help, though. Yeah, it's a problem at the moment. However, this army is almost ready. He's going to jump the wall, I think. Right, so it is literally rat ogres, this army. It is literally rat ogres. Well, ODL. Right, well. Should we try that storm vermin approach? I don't know. Look, you need to understand something right a second. Where is it actually plains? This is all trees. All of this is trees until you get to about here. And then there's still more trees. In the desert here, this makes a ton more sense to not go with the more range approach. With the range approach. So, God, I'm messing my words up, yeah. But I understand what you mean. I did tilt a lot of people with my army selection. I'm not gonna lie. But what I can't argue with is, look how much you build here. Just catapults. Is there any way we could maybe... we went for money here, didn't we? We didn't really go for armies. We can't really build anything decent here. We didn't really go... We went for more money side of things here. And we completely destroy the corruption in this area. Would actually be really beneficial. So, I'm accepting that there are going to be wars that I could lose here. And there is a front I may have to give up. I don't know which one to give up yet, though. Because everything's going okay at the moment, but we can't fight on 3 fronts. It's too much. 2 is the maximum, but 3, 4 fronts is a joke. We need to solve that problem soon. We may have a lot of money, but if we direct our forces too much to one side, and we neglect the other side, it's a big problem. Unfortunately, we have to fight on 2. We're against Slanesh, we have to fight on 2. We're against Dark Elves. We have to fight on 2 fronts. We can't avoid that. That is going to happen. I've already accepted that. And this is why I'm so glad that it's okay here, that no enemy is in the area to actually kill me. The dwarfs may declare war on me at some point. They're normally a defensive faction. They're not really going to do that. But yeah, just keeping an eye on all these buildings down here, because they should all be money buildings as far as I'm concerned at this point. But yeah, we have an empire. We're growing it. We're getting more money every turn. We just need to keep going. This is an amazing campaign, and we just need to keep going, pretty much. It needs to stop sending me over there, because I don't want to be over there right now. I want to be over here to decide our next move and what we're actually going to build here. Oh wait, this army has a great bunch of options it could go for. To be honest with you, is this the army where we want some fast runners? Yeah. No, but monstrous army, monstrous infantry, monstrous army, you just want a full monstrous army, really? Would this be... No, I don't think that'd be a terrible idea. But maybe we really need something that's going to deal with, like, spears if it ever fights on its own. And that's where plague monks could come in handy. Really handy. They'll be very decent against, like, the infantry side of the Dark Elves. If we just go for... It's a very strange army, I know. I honestly am just building a bunch of shit to see what works. And I'm just trying to think what works against Dark Elves. And we've tried range, we've tried all these things. And obviously, a weapons team army probably is better out in an open field. But like I said, in the close proximity of the trees, which is where we're at the moment, it is a bit of a problem. I don't think we can do anything else this turn. Skrolk's moved back. He's attacked that building there. We're going to get attacked by Slaanesh next turn. Looks like he's coming over. I think Skrolk has a very good army, actually. Good Storm Vermin front line, mortar, rattling gunners, monstrous infantry, artillery, leaders. You know, I think it's a decent army. Anyway, let's see what the Slaanesh are planning. I don't know if they'd actually just full-on invade. They've already tried this so many times and it's failed, but they keep coming. They don't give up. They are just relentless in their pursuit of killing me. They will not rest until I'm dead, it seems. Right. I know which city this is, and obviously it was always going to happen. Okay. That's over. I expected that. Like I said, I can't fight on 4 fronts. It's too much. It's too much. Like I said, Lothian's probably going to get surrounded, but we have a very good garrison there. We got Skrolk there. He is going to hold that. That is his plan. Beastmen attack. Beastmen lose. Going to instantly get rid of them. Good. Army replenishment there. Iron Spike saved. Beastmen defeated. Lovely stuff. So they're down. Yeah, always loyalty. Never unloyalty. I just don't trust the loyalty system. I can't lose any armies at this stage. I must have a lot of armies because I'm only getting 2 grand a turn, which means I must have an absolute ton of armies. Right, so we've got 2 options we could do here. The first option in my mind is to actually jump the gun and maybe attack Count Noxless while he's weak. We could definitely move up to wipe Spike here, would be a good idea. Malekith's coming back with another army. Oh, that's a very dangerous army. Yeah, that is. Can we maybe go... Are we safe in those trees here? And what about over here as well? Where is he? Is this army ready now? Yeah, it is. Right, so let's see if they're actually still there. No, they're no longer there. Their army's moved on. So what we'll do is we'll stay out of range so they can't see us. We'll just encampment. We'll get ready for a fight there because we're going to get another front open, of course. Shit. This monstrous army is not healing. So for that reason, I am going to just do this. Because I think it's a good idea. Brood Horrors need to heal somehow, but I don't know. I guess I have more chance of actually healing in the town. So let me get out of there. Pop them in the town. Do they heal a bit? They do. But God, the replenishment is bad. There's definitely something stopping them from replenishment. It's doing something, and I know that for a fact. Growth would be good. It always helps replenishment. We want to build... Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Growth buildings. How many growth buildings do we have? Nilt. No growth buildings. That's why our replenishment is shit. By the way, they say that, you know, obviously if you're not in that region, get rid of the growth building, you don't need it, you could do with the extra money. But when you're actually occupying it and need it, growth is very important for actually replenishment. I can put. So when I take Blackhold Fortress, whenever I take it, whenever I take the Forest of Higham, they're going to be growth buildings so we can sort our replenishment rate out in this area. That's definitely going to help a lot. Right, so, army here. Honestly, I really should kill this stupid army that's just randomly in my territory now. Don't let him escape. He's in encampment stance. Kill him off before he becomes a problem. These rogue armies become a real issue. And he's not escaping. Because of my movement in this area, he is not escaping. So, goodbye, he's dead. Gives a bit of experience for this army as well. Gives us a bit of money as well, and we didn't lose anything. Right, so this army is going to be joining up in the north, I think. I feel like it's going to go north. So we'll get it on forced march, and let's get it moving all the way to Moonshard. Right, so that's off on its merrily way.
Master engineer.
This army, on the other hand, I feel like we should probably give it some range. Let's give it some snipers. It's got 3 catapults. I always find 3 is a good amount. You don't need any more than 3. And some sensor bearers. I honestly don't know what to do in this army. Are we willing to give... No, they're too slow. Death globes are too slow. I think... Honestly, sensor bearers might not be a bad option. Yeah, finish it off. Right, so, gotta keep moving. So, this Varnish army is inbound. It's obviously doing some winds of magic, channeling. How's Lothian's actual garrison? Not great, but the army's sick. Right. I think we need to stop Nautilus doing weird shit and healing up. So, I am actually going to do the old jumperoo here. Oh, you can't underway in High Elf Land! I forgot about that. That's annoying. Right. Well, let's keep focusing. Let's kill these guys quickly. I'm going to take a little bit of attrition here, probably. Yep. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, though, around here. No. Not even a big garrison, so I should be able to deal with it nice and easily. But kill Lothian off, and then they don't have a little puppet anymore that can be annoying. We've dealt with that problem. Honestly, for quickness here, I'm going to get Regiment of Renown, and we're just going to try and find a way through. Honestly, I don't know what to go for. Mutant Rat Ogre, maybe. Oh, this is the army with the Doom Wheels in. I actually really like the Doom Wheel army. It did pretty well. I guess we get one of them. Do we get the big Doom Wheel? Suppose we get the big Doom Wheel. Yeah. Right, okay, so that just sorts that army out a little bit. Honestly, let's just get rid of Count Nautilus. Let's actually destroy him. Army there. Honestly, none of these armies are that threatening. I pretty much win every single time. So let's just move up to White Peak. And then we can move this army forward as well. Yeah, we'll just... This army can literally fight everything on its own. I won't worry too much about it. And we can easily tier 3 that. And then what I'm going to do is, because it's very important, make a growth building immediately. Honestly, build a garrison building, and then obviously build a harbour. That's actually going to help a lot. They still have Toanak. That's what we want to go for next. Take that capital. As no one could underway here, I have no threat of being attacked on this side of the mountains. It's mainly the other side. If Nautilus wants to actually kill me, he would have to come all the way around to Vol's Anvil. So that's good. What we will do though is stick. Should we move these guys forward? Are they going to take attrition? Is it enough? Is it bad attrition though? I don't think it is. Let's just move him forward. Yeah, he's going to take a little bit of attrition, but he should be okay. And we can get Tor next turn, unless they obviously decide to defend it. But yeah, we are causing a little bit of a problem beside Ulf one, which is good. Not the bloody race, not the bloody place I want to be attacking, by the way, because it doesn't help me at all. It really doesn't. It's got terrible everything, but don't we have a choice in the matter? Kind of have to go with what I can go with, and that's what I can go with. That army's inbound. That army's being made, and this army was obviously going to be home defense, but I don't think I need it here anymore. I think we're not going to get attacked randomly, so I think we are safe to move it forward. Yeah, this army will move by sea and head over to the North Cause as well. Yeah, send him over to the North Cause. He'll be a good place there for him, and we can pretty much end the turn, I'd say. Well, once he's moved. Yeah, there we go. Well, anyway, guys, that's going to conclude this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like rating. Make sure to subscribe. Skaven, as always, booming, loving it. And there's more to come with a battle that we're going to be doing next against the elves. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.